Hi, I'm Tanner with Transwest Truck Trailer RV here in Frederick, Colorado. Today we're going to go over a new inventory unit. This trailer showed up a few days ago. This is a 2026 Cimarron Showstar LX. This is our 10-pin setup in this Showstar model. So what this Showstar model is, if you're not familiar with Cimarron, it is your small livestock model. So you're going to be doing, like pigs, sheep, goats, your smaller, animals in this pin system, which you guys will understand kind of when we get back to the back if you're not familiar with them. We'll do our deal and we'll walk around this trailer. Up here at our front tack room, we are 6'4" tall on these Showstars. Granted, we can build them whatever height you guys want. Our standards are gonna be usually 6'1" or 6'4" is what we will build them to. So they're a low pro trailer. They're gonna haul super, super slick down the road. Again, they're for smaller animals. So you're not gonna have to worry about that height so much. In our front dressing room, tack room, we are with our upgraded diamond tread bright floor. Again, this is about a 5-foot front tack. Great area to pull your show boxes in here, stuff like that. We are our gray rubber tread bright on our drop wall as well as our gooseneck deck. Again, it is kind of small in here because of the ceiling height, so it gets a little dark in here. We do have LED lighting throughout that will power up in here. We do our 4-inch calf gate. Again, this is removable. We like to throw our stuff up there. We do that 4-inch gate so it's not sliding off while you guys are traveling. Cool thing we do in these trailers, as you will notice, we do have this airliner cargo trap wrapping the whole inside walls behind me. So we're fully carpeted on our driver's side wall. Our partition wall is fully carpeted. We have our big oversized utility hooks for hanging, and we run this airliner track all the way around. Again, giving you a great place if you wanted to shove show boxes up against your walls. You can use their airliner track attachments, strap stuff to your walls so it's not moving. Again, really great attachment system in here. We've had really great feedback on it. Again, good look at that LED Opti Bright light above. Really nice setup front, dressing room, tack room, showroom, whatever you want to call it. We do go ahead and give you an 18-inch boot box, extra wide in here. Serves as a good step up there if you're getting stuff out of the nose, but also gives you a great place to store some stuff out of the way so it's not rolling around while you guys are traveling. Behind me, we go ahead and we do our shelf. It does have a 2-inch lip. It's a rubber bottom, so again, anything you throw up here is not going to roll out while you guys are traveling. Standard, that's going to come with a clothes bar below that. Again, hanging show clothes, show jeans, stuff like that. Your stuff starched and ready to go to the show pen when you guys are. Keep rolling around this trailer. I'm not going to go up the side ramp because we will go through the back to kind of show you some more features, but we do typically do a side ramp on these Showstars, whether it's an 8-pin, a 10-pin. That will be on your passenger side. We like to do on passenger side in case you need to access this area. You're not doing that highway side. If you're on the side of the road, you're doing everything passenger side or off-road side. We do have our gate over our ramp right here. Again, we want to do that because if we drop this ramp, we don't want animals in this front pin to be running out over the top of us, trying to escape on you guys, stuff like that. We do head grills above all our entry points to our livestock area typically. Just again, it's a 6'4" trailer. Keep you guys from banging your head on there, protecting your guys' heads. If you do bang your head, you do have that padding there. Keep working our way down. Standard on our Showstar model is going to be these drop windows. They are framed out drop windows. They will run, I can't think of the name of it, but they run off this handle. That's not a pull handle. It's more of a lever handle, so you'll pull that handle out. That window will drop. If you need to, for any reason, you can drop your jail bars as well in that window. Something we did as an upgrade on this trailer, standard is going to be a plexiglass track down low. We went ahead and we did our fold down aluminum slats. So that way you're not having to fight plexiglass all the time. You will have these gas shock operated aluminum slats. You can close them up if you don't want the airflow, want to keep the heat in. Easily fold them down and get that airflow down low where your smaller animals are going to be. We are in 7,000-pound Torflex axles by Dexter. So again, these aren't the air ride model. We do throw air ride on these show trailers quite often. This one is just going to be your standard rubber torsion axle. We are 8 wide, so you don't get fender wells, or you get fender wells on the inside of the trailer. You don't get your full length running board. Something I want to point out that's an option on a trailer that we tend to have a lot of people forget when they are speccing out these for custom builds. We do our wraparound hinges on these Showstars. We try to on all of them. So you'll notice this door wraps all the way around that back post and attaches to the wall to leave your back of the trailer wide open. The offside of this is if we didn't do that, your door would come out and about a 90-degree angle. I like doing this just it gives you more access, better feel to the trailer. Your animals are going to load a lot better than have to fight doors and stuff like that. Back of the trailer, we do have a 50-50 split rear ramp. Again, we can do this as a solid rear ramp. We do it kind of both ways quite often. Benefit with the 50-50 is if you're only offloading some animals, or you want to just walk down your alleyway and you only have animals on the left, you're not lifting that big heavy ramp the all time. You can only lift half. So this is a 10-pin, so you're gonna have 5 pins on each side. We will most 95% of the time always do an adjustable pin setup in this trailer, which what that means is right now it's set up in a 60-40 setup. So you have your large pins on the left, small pins on the right. You can easily change that to a 50-50 with these adjustable pin setups. I like the 60-40 setups because if you're only hauling 5 animals, say you got 5, goats and you're going to the show, you can have them all stationed in your 5 pins on this side. You can put some stall fans over here, keep them cooled off, and then you can use this as just an alleyway to walk, feed your animals, water your animals, do everything from the off side of this trailer. You still have the option to, when you go stop offloading them, your animals can offload through that alley. It's just a really slick setup in the 60-40. Then again, if you want to, if you're taking 10 with you, you can easily in 5 seconds change this over. And now those pins are in a 50-50 setup if you're hauling 10 or you want a bigger alleyway, stuff like that. It's a super, super slick setup. And if for any reason you need to pull pins, you're maybe in a unique situation where you're hauling 8 and you need to fit a steer back here or something, you can easily remove these pins in sections. They're going to come out in each individual section. So if you need to, you can turn this into an 8 pin with a bigger stall, a 6 pin with a really big stall. If you really needed to, you could take absolutely everything out in here and just have an open trailer. So it's a really cool setup. Passenger side wall, again, you'll see all our LED lights on our passenger and our driver wall. We do have outlets up high in our header here on our passenger wall. Again, giving you guys the option that if you are hanging show fans in here, you can plug them in, and what we do is we typically will throw our outlets right here. We have that same airliner track that'll mount a nice 12-inch show fan. You can just plug that fan right into your header and have fresh, clean air flowing for your animals right here. So everywhere you see an outlet in this trailer, we will have that same airliner track that you guys can hang fans from. We will also go ahead and we have our roof-mounted air vents here. We're gonna run 2 rows of them in here, and they can either pull fresh air into this trailer, pull air out. I like to set them up best about half of them pulling air in, half of them out, and just getting that clean air flowing over your animals. We will also go ahead in all of our livestock models, or I should say our Showstar models, we're going to pre-frame an AC into our stall area. Again, if you guys are in a hotter climate and you're wanting to keep your animals cool while you're traveling, we do have the option to drop an AC in here, wire it in, it's already framed for it. And keep this a little more temperate for your animals, especially your more temperature sensitive animals. If you're coming from Texas to a show in Denver this winter, it's going to help that temperature adjustment be a little smoother for your animals. Up here, we didn't talk about this in the tack room. We do have our pass-through door here. Again, works great in the 60-40 alley setup. If you're moving between your, getting feed and stuff out of your tack room up here, you can just take your feed from your tack room down your alley, feed, buckets, stuff like that. Really slick setup with this. And as we keep working our way out, we're going to come out this side ramp and back around. Again, good look at the side ramp gate here. Again, keeping those animals from coming out. And you guys have already seen this side of the trailer, so we're just going to slowly walk around it to the other side. Some cool things you can do in this trailer, some bigger upgrades if you're really wanting to, deck one of these out. You can do powder coated pins, but you can pick the color on those. You can do some worm flooring, which you can pick the color on that too. Really spruce this thing up to make it kind of more yours. A lot of these show families and stuff like that, they're running cattle for a name brand, running pigs for a name brand. They want, they have their colors, they like their stuff like that. So we do a lot of cool custom colors in these as well on our custom orders. On this driver's side, again, it's gonna look really similar to that passenger side. You're gonna have the same drops. You're gonna have those fold downs down low. Again, really maximizing that airflow for your animals. Again, just imagine you're hauling goats. It's gonna be right at their level. You're not pulling air from above and hoping it gets down. Everything is just flowing right where your animals are at. Do have an escape door set up on this trailer. Again, we do have our fold up step to make it a little easier in and out of here. Again, gate over that escape door if for any reason you need to get there. We do have that gate to keep those animals from coming out the escape door as well. So you have 3 different access points to this trailer. You have your rear doors, your escape door, and then our side ramp over there. 16-inch LED light above your escape door. I forgot to mention we have a couple on the other side as well. So it's gonna be a really well lit up trailer for you guys while you're showing. If you're getting there early morning, late nights, there's plenty of lights on this trailer as well. Come up to the front of the trailer. We have kind of our standard features that we're going to throw on these nicer trailers. We do have our electric over hydraulic jack here. Again, simple button press to operate up and down. Manual override in case your batteries ever die. You don't have to worry about it. You can hand crank this sucker just like normal. Above that, we do have our lockable battery box. Again, it's going to house your battery disconnect, which is going to allow you to kill all the power to the trailer so you don't have dead batteries. Our RedArc system, which is going to kind of monitor your power, and it's also going to turn your truck power into more of a rapid charger than a trickle charger. If you're used to kind of plugging your truck in and charge your batteries up, this is really going to help speed that process up. Down low, something we do on these Showstar models, we give you guys generator brackets here. Again, I pointed out that AC in the back of those outlets, your cab fans with your outlets. You're going to need power of some sort to run all that stuff. That battery's not going to be able to keep up. So this allows you to strap, a portable generator here. You're gonna be able to plug that sucker into a mount right here next to your battery box. So you can run a small little cord from your generator up to the power of this trailer, and then you're gonna be able to run that AC and stuff like that if you drop that in. So we give you guys the option to always power these trailers because we know how much power you guys need from, you know, your clippers, your show fans, stuff like that while you guys are traveling. Next to that jack, we do have our spare tire and wheel. Again, it's gonna be a matching spare tire and wheel. That's gonna be standard on any Cimarron. You aren't gonna get a steel wheel and off tire. It's gonna match everything on this trailer. Move up here to the front to more of our safety features, or kind of our standard features. You are gonna get your 2 5/16 adjustable coupler. You're gonna get your breakaway cable, safety chains, and then again, our 7-pin ran back down to that housing. Again, a really cool setup trailer. Something I wanna point out, not a lot of people, I get this question a lot. Cimarron has went away from their actual paper user manuals. They do have this QR code that you can scan. They'll pull up the user manual for that trailer, and they can also update that and send out updates if they need to change anything on that trailer as well. So it's a really slick system. Your user manual is always with the trailer on this setup. If you're interested in this 10-pin, again, it's a 2026 Cimarron Showstar LX 10-pin setup. Stock number is 5N250604. If you're interested in this trailer or want to build your own custom 10-pin, I am building a really cool custom 10-pin right now, so they're kind of on my mind. But if you want to, have questions on this trailer, want to build your own, want to do some cool custom options, maybe you want to change some stuff on this guy, we have the option to do so. Feel free to give me a call. My name's Tanner here at Transwest Truck Trailer RV in Frederick, Colorado. Phone number is 303-684-3409. Thanks for tuning in.